Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I have to be quiet. Let me shut this off. I'm actually watering my deck. Let me shut the water off because we're almost done. I'll get this put away. Okay, that wasn't good. Do you know what we're doing? The dogs and I, Gary's sleeping, are on the deck. Look at the stars. Probably can't see them. We do have stars. Are watering the deck at 2 o'clock in the morning. Look at the squash. Molly saw a rat. She didn't get it. It took off. Molly. I have to whisper because there are neighbors. But this is what I've been doing, watering my deck. Look at the tomatoes. Do you see how nice I have lights on the deck? Look at her. She's looking. There's a little thing it took off when I walked out. She's determined to find it. Look at it. It's nighttime. Maybe I should do a garden tour. 2 o'clock in the morning. I just watered. Hear the water dripping? It's a hot summer night. It's about 100 degrees today. Look at all the plants. Let's see what's going on. Let's try this. I do have to keep it low. This is lettuce, and it's romaine lettuce, and it is bolting, of course, because we've been so hot. So, well, it's bolting. And the birds have been coming during the day. The goldfinches, they've been bringing their babies and stuff, and they've been feeding. Let's see. I don't know how much you can see. Down here, I have cucumber. You probably cannot see that. That's growing. And then my walking onions are growing here. Look at the solar lights. Isn't that cool? I love those solar lights. They look like light bulbs. See? I can hang them. If I turn the lights off. Oh, this one's not working. Maybe it didn't get enough sun. Oh, no, it is working. What's happening is the light is hitting it, so it's shutting it off. But anyways, this is the walking onions, and again, more lettuce is bolting. And down here, I haven't planted my blueberry. It's getting big, but it's still in the pot, and it's sitting in another pot. And what do I have growing in there? I can't even see, it's dark. There's mint in there, and then again, more cucumber. Oh, here's celery. You can't see a thing. This is probably the silliest garden tour. Oh, look at this. Malabar spinach. That is cool. Look how it's winding up the pole. And then it's going to the next pole I put. And it's going to keep going up. Isn't that cool? Look at it. This is why I love a garden right off the house, whether it's a small patio or anything. You can just step outside and tend to your garden. Did a little trimming. And here's celery. They're determined. There was a small rat. They saw it. And now they'll probably want to stay out here all night to look for it. It is long gone. Long gone. It climbed up, saw me, and took off. Look at this. This is dill. Can you see the dill? Look at the dill. That too has gone to seed. And I really need more dill because I'm making a lot of pickles. So I'll probably, let me see if this smells good. Yeah, it does smell good. I'll have to get some of the brown off and still use it. This is garlic chives. This is an apple tree. I still have to get rid of the apple tree. Let's walk over here. Those are my hummingbird feeders. Let's see. More mint. I haven't set this up yet. Haven't even really done anything. See, everything's dripping. There's my hose. I just finished doing my stuff watering. I hear a coyote. There's a coyote. And look at the squash. Look at the zucchini. Look how big this thing is. I hope you can see it. Look at it. It's just hanging. Well, we will have to do this during the day so you can see it. But look at that. I mean, this is why I really like. I didn't have a garden deck until I wanted to prove that you could grow a lot of food in a very small area. And this has been amazing. You get up in the morning and I've got all kinds of stuff growing here. I've got, of course, mint. I've got red basil growing there. I think there's green basil in here. There's a tricolored sage back here. I mean, this stuff has just taken off. And I've been putting those containers in here. I hope you can see. Where I compost in place in the containers, and I can move the containers from one tub to another because remember, only the ends have the big buckets where I compost in place. You couldn't see it in the dark anyways. Look at this. This was a stupid thing to do, but I planted it in anyways. You know what this is? Watermelon. And it's taking off. I put a compost in place, one of those movable ones in there, and when I put that in there, look at this. She's determined. There was something, and she saw it, and she thinks it's here. Look at that. I had a Yorkie once saw a rat under the truck, and for 3 years she looked for that rat. 3 years. She kept going out there. She had to spend an hour almost every day to look to see if she could find it. Let's see. Anyways, getting back to that. So the watermelon's going to take off. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It was probably a silly thing to plant here. That should have been in the ground. We'll see what happens. It's not hurting anything. The watermelon's in the black tub, and there's really nothing in there. What do I have in there? Tomatoes that should not be there. I squeezed a tomato, and it grew a whole bunch of seeds in there. So the bunch of plants came from the seeds, and I do want to transplant them somewhere. So there's really nothing in there. I think the mint is in a pot, so that can be moved. And of course, this is kale. And see, there's a nice yellow leaf I can take off and put in one of my compost containers. Look how big the kale got. One leaf, you just shred it up and put it in some eggs, and you got really a good meal there. And then, of course, this is the zucchini that was real tiny that's starting to take off. I think it got a little stunted because, like, I've got some there still in cups, and I didn't plant them. I didn't know where to plant them. And when you leave them too long and don't get them out in the ground, they can get stunted. But the thing is, some of them will come good once you get them in a really good spot. So it is starting to take off that one, so we'll see what happens. And, of course, the tomatoes. Look at the tomatoes. Just full and full and full of tomatoes. Isn't that amazing? And I just love the way you can take those stakes. Look at that here. And you could make them as big as you want. See, I zip tie them now. You take those cheap tomato stakes. I get them at the dollar store, 2 for $1. I don't know if they have any more right now. You have to look in the beginning. Your dog's barking. You have to look in the beginning when there's the spring stuff is coming in. And you just strap them together, and you can make this thing as long as you want. Zip ties, they just keep going and going, and I can make them as tall as I want. So I've staked up all these tomatoes. Look at the massive Brad's tomatoes. Brad's atomic tomatoes. Look at that. They're massive, and I just had to stake them up. And then the celery. I think I'm going to trim the celery. This is celery. It went to seed, and the only reason I've kept it, because I don't need all this, is the goldfinches have been coming in every day and chewing on that, eating it for their babies. And I really feel for them because there's really very little food when you think about it. Plus, like the hummingbirds, we've got like thousands of hummingbirds. I don't even know how many goldfinches we have. Possibly just as much, because like I've told the story, when Gary first came here 25 years ago, over 25 years ago, probably close to 30 now, there was no goldfinches. You'd see one here and there. Now, they're all over. I can count 100 at one time. They're all over. So we may have 1,000 goldfinches. So being that we have weed abatement in California, of course, because of fires. So we have to do weed abatement. Isn't it beautiful out here? Look at that. Look at the canyon. So because we have weed abatement, these birds are desperate. So the choice is, I could either not do anything and the strongest survive, or I help them out and, maybe there's an overabundance, but they can move on and find other places because they can move around. There's the moon. It's not a whole moon, but there's the moon. So anyways, that's it. I took you outside for 10 minutes, let's say. You could see my garden, and I've got red kale here. Isn't that beautiful, the purple kale? Look at that. And then look at all this. Isn't that amazing? Tomatoes. The onions. Now, when you grow onions, and I grew a whole bunch of them in that little upside-down planter, which I am now going to do a big container of from now on. Can't grow them now. It's too hot. Once they start to grow, you don't want to overwater them, because I left them in the soil and I pick them as I need them. I think there's only 6 or 7 of them left. But there's nothing nicer than going out and picking your own onions. And so I've got white or yellow onions growing, white and yellow onions growing in there. That's been wonderful. You just go out there and have a fresh onion. You know it's organic and they haven't treated it with any type of growth inhibitor. It's been wonderful. And then there's my oregano growing. I've got to clean all this up. Still, it's a work in progress. And then my garlic chives, more lettuce. This is lettuce all bolting. This is all lettuce bolting. And then, of course, more dill. And this still has some green leaves. So I have to get that off and make pickles. I should have made pickles. I ate it all. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is just so gorgeous. That's a video to come. You'll see it soon. So maybe I'll share this with you in the morning. I'll stick it up there. But this is why I just love having a patio or a deck garden. You come out, you know what I was doing? I was answering questions. I must have answered about 150 questions and comments. And unfortunately, it didn't even make a dent. And I finally got so tired, figured about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming out here and I'm going to do my watering and unwind and get some sleep. So that's it. So this is Robbie from Southern California on a beautiful summer night. Can't see anything. All you can see is the lights from the city, barely. There it is. City lights. The rest of the houses all around here are dark. Gee, you mean people sleep? You can hear the planes going by. Nothing exciting. So I just wanted to share with you, this is why it's so fun. You have insomnia, you can't sleep. You don't have to turn on the networks on TV to buy anything. Some people do that. I've got a friend that does that. You have a garden. You come out here, trim a couple leaves. See, there's my cutters. And just put them in a bucket so you can compost them, water your plants. And that is really the most wonderful thing. And I love the solar lights. Look at the solar lights. That one's a hummingbird. Let me see if I can get you in here. Yeah, it's a hummingbird. Isn't that something? Listen. I don't know if you can hear that. Hear the trains? There's no trains around here. But at night, as I was saying, at night, the sound carries, and it's so unusual. You probably can't see the planes in the sky. So anyways, that's it. So everybody have a wonderful day. I am going to shut the lights off now. I have been out here enough. And Molly, the rat is long gone. It has left. Oh, she said, no, I saw it. It must be here. It's long gone. It's probably not even going to come back. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? See, anybody can grow a lot of food. And you don't even this is more than what we need. I mean, the leaves get composted. You don't need a big space. Look at this. Molly, it's gone. Molly. Oh, well. Well, anyways, that's it. Get yourself a small garden. Even if you got a big garden and a lot of property, get a small little garden with a couple containers right off the house. Something you can just step out, maintain. I have parsley out here. I've got so much stuff I don't even know what's growing out here. All kinds of different kale, dinosaur kale, and everything. And it's just to step out here and grab anything at any time. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye, everybody.